G'day, my name's James Brown. I'm the General Manager of Cygnet Bay Pearls, and we are actually in Cygnet Bay. How about that? We're on the tip of the Dampier Peninsula, 200 kilometres north of Broome on the Kimberley Coast. We attract a whole range of tourists looking to travel around the Kimberley, whether it be people driving. Self-drive market's a big one, also people coming in their boats, and of course people that are flying in on our airstrip as well. So there's a whole cross-section of people that want to come up and spend some time on the Kimberley Coast, and Cygnet Bay basically offers everything you'd need to do that. Yeah, well, Cygnet Bay is all about a pearl farm. It's Australia's oldest pearl farm, and it was started by my grandfather in 1946. So we're just about 70 years, or next year 70 years of operation, and it's an opportunity for people basically to see behind the scenes of the Australian pearling industry, discover the history behind it and how it was pioneered, and also to discover what we do today and about the fine, high quality gems that Australia still produces. So I started what's called the Kimberley Marine Research Station, and it's really embracing, I suppose, the fundamentals of pearling's all about research, and we're working in the marine environment. It's this great mix between man farming with an oyster in the marine environment, and we both have to do everything perfectly. So the research station's sort of drilling more down onto the surrounding environment to figure out what it is that makes the Kimberley tick. Why is it so great for pearling, but why is it so great just in terms of tropical marine wildernesses on the globe standard? Yeah, we're so close to the environment in what we do day to day that it's one thing to tell people about our farm and our pearl products, and that's great, but it's also important for them to understand the Kimberley marine environment, which is so important to us as well. So we showcase both. We showcase the pearling industry and we showcase the Kimberley marine environment, which is so important to it. The Kimberley Coast is unique for a range of reasons, but the most fundamental is it's got the largest tropical tides of anywhere on the globe. Enormous 10 to 13 metre tides here in the King Sound behind me. So what we need to do to showcase that to people is to take them out and show them the whirlpools and the standing waves and just this enormous current as it floods through the island. So to do that, we've got some purpose-built fast boats, a couple of ribs with 500 horsepower outboards on the back, and that means we can take them out and we can safely show them and then get them into those really spectacular spots and then back onto the farm safely. Yeah, well, because we're so remote out here, people have taken a long time to get here, we really felt that if we were going to open the farm up and start showcasing the area to people, we needed to be able to have them overnight. So we renovated some of our old divers' quarters so people can stay in some of the old divers' shacks, and we put some en-suite safari tents up. So now people can come in and stay and spend enough time in the environment to absorb it all. But of course we also then needed food and beverage, so we've created a restaurant and a pool, and that gives people the opportunity to taste the pearl meat direct from the farm and also to cool off. So an air-conditioned dining area, licensed, so nice cool beers and wine, but also a nice cool pool. So people can come here and enjoy themselves all year round, and I think that's working quite well, and I think it's starting to get a fair bit of recognition around the country. Well, most people come here in the winter time, escaping that cold weather, but it's great all year round, depending on whether or not you like warm weather and humidity. The shoulder seasons are brilliant because there's not too much wind and whatnot around, so anywhere between April and October and November is pretty good if you're going to be flying, and it really depends on the people. If they want the nice cool weather of the June, July, August, or if they don't mind the slightly warmer weather like we've got now here in September and October. We're 200 kilometres north of Broome, so if you're driving, you come to Broome and then you make your trip up the Dampier Peninsula, and there's so much to see in a car. You really need days to see the Dampier Peninsula well and get off on your four-wheel drive all those side tracks. But flying, this is a great location as well. So if you're going to fly your plane up here, we've got a nice dirt strip that's nice and long, and we can get people back and forth to their accommodation without any problem. But from here, if you're flying within such a short distance, within 50 nautical miles out that way, we've got the horizontal waterfalls. About 70 nautical miles, we've got Montgomery Reef. We've got the enormous island chain of the Buccaneer Archipelago, which has got over 1,000 islands on our doorstep. They're literally a couple of miles away. So you get to see all that from the air. I mean, the Kimberley Coast is often regarded as one of the most spectacular places to fly over, and really this is probably the closest airstrip on the mainland to all of that. So that's what we offer.